Okay, continuing here. So I will need to be doing this. Oh no, I don't. It's appearing without doing that. Right? Ah. But I don't like to be blue all the time.
It's fishing time!
For real, I don't want to be blue.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
Maybe we'll finally be able to live in peace.
Can I not be blue all the time? Hey, you found the portal. Wasn't too painful, was right? So this is what they look like. Incredible, and we are the only ones who can see them? I imagine so, judging by the virtual world. So having said that, I say this color to AR than VR. Oh, someone's in the know. You're right. This tech is an example of augmented reality. With it, you can find more spots like this in a handful of places around Edith and convert them into portals. But there is more. Now that it's all prepped to go, Marduk support is finally ready for launch. And that's what exactly? Just a little virtual service we're offering to help with things besides clearing floors in the garden. Take a peek next time you go online, okay? Do I take it now?
Welcome. I've got all your support needs covered.
Okay.
Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Okay, so I guess I will need to do a lot of gardening in the meantime. Whoa there.
Sorry. Pardon me.
Well, someone's in a hurry. So much so that failed to notice us in his way. Wonder what had him so worked up. He has headed for the back streets. Maybe worth taking a look around there later. Later or now? I guess it's later. Time for me to round the thingies. Give me 1 second. Movie view. You can variety movie. You come across.
Welcome.
Robin, the Lady Justice. Pawn the crop. Shade.
The truth is lurking in the darkness, but I
Shade. Horror. Okay.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
Because Elaine is my girlfriend. And it's an horror movie, so I'm sorry, Quattro. Lizzie, a difficult introvert, is struggling to adjust to her new public fascinating job. One night, she stares into her mirror and whispers to her reflection, "I wish I could change, I wish I could express myself, my real self." Several days pass and suddenly Lizzie finds herself inundated with thank yous and incessant praises for her successful sales streak. Lizzie contemplates how this may have happened, and despite the insanity of the idea, begins to wonder if this was the work of another hair. One day she notices a co-worker slacking off and thinks to herself, why bother coming to the office if you are not going to do anything? Other stray thoughts run across her mind, such as, I wish my annoying neighbor Barbara would just die already. The next day, Lizzie learned the Stalker got into a traffic accident on the way to work. Distraught, she raced over to Barbara's apartment.
No! Don't come any closer! Stop! Please!
Barbara, are you okay? My, how curious. Since when did I have a look-alike? No, it's just like I feared. My wish actually came true. Please, just drop the knife. I don't want this. I don't want this at all. Liar. You know, you remind me of how I used to be. A filthy, yellow-bellied coward. But I'm not that person anymore. I changed. I decided to accept myself just as I am. Now I have the courage to make my own choices, like killing poor, miserable Barbara.
Two Lizzies? What's going on? I don't understand!
There's no time to explain. Barbara, get up! We have to run! So, I have my very own doppelganger, and she actually thinks she's the real me. How cute. I'll allow her to live out that fantasy for a while. Ever since I made that wish, I've felt so free. But if she tries to take that away from me, I'll cast a light on that two-faced lie and make her fade into nothing.
I thought she was going to turn around. Quatra, you okay, bud? I'm alright, I normally don't have any trouble with horror. I was even fine with that other horror movie from last year. But everything involving the mirror hit a little closer to home than I expected. Oh! Yeah, I can see why. They say mirrors are like windows into the soul. Some people even put a cloth over them when they are not. Oh crap, sorry, shooting up now. Won't want you to develop a mirror phobia or something. No, this is nothing. I'm a boy after all. I will let myself be swimming by something that was absolutely no basis in science. Whoa, easy there, Quatra. Hey, looks like they're selling commemorative. Yeah. The representation, the way of that's nice.
Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to the film festival.
Okay, I was afraid of going to the back district, so well, there are gonna be some people right there.
Hey, big boy. Wanna have a little fun?
Damn brat! Giving us the runaround!
You'd best hand over that briefcase if you want to get out of here in one piece.
Oh yeah? Sounds a little overkill to me. How's it hanging, fellas? Pretty ballsy raising a ruckus like this in broad daylight.
Clearly, you're no upstanding citizens if you're pointing a blade at a child. So, what's it gonna be? Wanna try your luck with the cops? Or us?
Shit, it's that Spriggan from the Capitol! And he's got his lackeys with him.
Oh?
You know about us? Word of our 4 SPGs must have clued you in. Evidently, we can't be too careful.
And let's get one thing straight here. I am not his lackey. I'm barely even an employee.
Liking makes a difference. Anyone who gets in our way is gonna end up 6 Sarge under.
Their weapons. These punks might be on the same level as Jaegers. No need to hold back. Let's beat them down quick.
Roger that.
I'll take you on.
Beginning combat test.
Combat test? Oh wait, I have absolutely nothing. Okay, so not cute.
Initiating drive!
You'll never guess. Time to raise the curtain. Grimcat at your service.
Okay. Okay.
You'll be sorry. Ha!
We got the... Wait, where is the thing? Okay.
Pressure him and move in.
Come on.
Atlas code. Activate.
You're dead! There!
Cat!
Judith.
Here goes.
That's what I wanted. Shoot. Okay, this guy.
Think fast! Take this! You're dead! Go!
Our chance.
Going all in.
Forsect arms!
Catcher, your turn.
Optical
Tommy.
cannon. Judith.
Activate and drop.
Eat this.
Judith.
It's go time.
Come on.
Initiating skill.
Let's get this show on the road. I hope you're ready. Now for the climax. Grim Knight Wolf!
Boost gauge expanded.
Forgive me, Chief Developer.
0? Let me throw some shots.
They weren't all that tough, but their firearms sure packed a punch.
That they did. If my suspicions are correct, those weapons might be...
You all right, kid?
Yeah. Not a scratch on me. I'd have been a goner if it weren't for you three. Thank you so much for saving... Whoops!
There they go. All over the street, too.
Slow your roll a sec, all right? It's not like we're gonna run off on...
Van? Wait, that's...
I don't... Okay. I was going to get mad if the black skin appear and be like the end.
Luca, was it? You said you're looking for your old man?
That's right. It's been about 3 months since he went missing. It wasn't all that unusual at first. He'd always hop from job to job doing whatever work he could get. But eventually, I knew I had to track him down. Even Mom could tell something was up. Dad left this briefcase in his room, and I figured it might point me in the right direction. But then...
Those shifty-looking men appeared, and they've been tailing you ever since.
Backstreets or not, they wouldn't have cornered you like that unless the situation called for it. Don't you have any idea what this is about?
Not that I can say for sure.
That's so. Sounds to me like his pops got tangled up with the wrong side of the law.
I've been meaning to ask. You guys are professional problem solvers, right? Maybe you can help me find my dad? Or, better yet, we could all go look for him together.
Yeah.
Luca.
Except... I don't have much Mira on me. Aw, now what do I do?
I don't care, you're my son now.
Financial troubles aside, those thugs might try and come after you again. I'd feel a lot better if he had an adult with him, but... What's your call, Van?
There's definitely more going on here than meets the eye. But I'm sorry, Luca. I can't take your case.
Why?
Is it because I don't have the money? Or because I'm still a kid?
Nah,
Okay.
that's not the issue.
Okay.
The fact is, your dad's been MIA for 3 months. This is exactly the kind of thing the guild and police are equipped to handle. Better to go to your local authorities before resorting to some spriggan from out of town.
I get what you mean. It's just...
That's an odd reaction.
Chin up. Who knows? We might stumble into some info on your dad out there. In which case, we'll get in touch. How's that sound?
I'm a little disappointed, but... I understand. Let me know if you hear anything. Anything at all.
It's a promise. But in return, you have to promise us not to run into any more danger alone. Deal?
Deal. You guys stay safe, too.
Dude, what do you mean give it to the police, give it to the guild? Dude, you didn't saw that freaking Genesis photo there. Alright, not too much room for an armed assault with all the foot traffic this place gets. So do you think Lucas dad was caught up in something shady? We thought about it. These streets won't turn squatty clean overnight just because the mafia was swept out. Messeldam's always been on the rough side, but that recent shift is making more waves than ripped. Lucas getting jumped may be just another aftershock of Almara's big fall. I had a hunch this would lead back to them. It's bound to whether the underworld comes up. The biggest tip-off was the photo. It was of the first Genesis to one Agnes was. I'm like watching like oh, there's some graphic thing is going on there, right? And there is a photo, and there is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 dots. Okay, we have 8 dots here. I'm right here, and you guys like, what are you pointing at? I'm on these photos. Genesis. We got a rectangle with no words, and we got a piece of plot. A couple that with Lucas Pops having criminal ties in the city Almara's called home, and it all point to one thing. You think his father was part of the ranks? But aren't all of the members in custody? Almara was a huge syndicate. It's not impossible that a few strangles slipped through the cracks. Not to mention this city was their base of operation for a long while. So they have plenty of spots to lie low. This just gets better and better. It bears investigating. We may learn something about the legacy in the process. But what should we tell Luca? He seemed to be unaware of what his father was involved in. Then again, he may have an inkling judging by his reaction earlier. Yeah, no matter how well his pops kept things on slide, Lucas still hesitated when the police and the bracer came up. I'm not so sure he has the stomach to unmask the whole ugly truth. Not enough for us to take on his request at any rate. That's just the Spriggan way, I guess. So what's our next move? Well, we can't afford to drag our feet with those guns closing in. No way around it. One of us is gonna need to flex her connections. What are you looking at me for? Hold on, you don't mean... The very first Grim Cat and a famed chansonnier of bygone days. Even as a retiree, she seemed like a powerful ally to have in our corner. I will admit it, Grammy does stay on top of what goes on behind closed doors. She's practically got a sixth sense for when something fishy is brewing, no matter how big or small. To these days, she will go sticking her nose into other people's business wherever the mood strikes her. Wait, I think I'm starting to get it now. Yep, chances are her sudden interest in your latest gig isn't just surface level. It's at least worth asking her about. You're not giving me much of a choice, are you? Grinds my gears to lean on her, but it's probably our best bet right now. I knew you'd come around. Should we head to the shooting location then? Though now that I think about it, didn't they say they were going to move somewhere else? Yep, assuming things are on schedule, they should be pretty close by. Let's go look around. Oh wow, oh Sunset. Oh, okay, I see you, Sunset. I see you. Yeah, of course I see you, I just mentioned it. Wait, I want to see the sunset. Okay. What? Imagine somebody coming out of the car.
Oh, it's neat.
Wait. No. Just in case.
What? Their boat's already at the harbor?
That document was forged, Ron. You have to hurry. As for me, I'll try to find out where they're headed.
Don't, Michelle! You've already risked enough!
Where'd everyone go? What's happening?
Michelle! Are you there? Michelle!
Are we for real? Or with a film?
And cut!
Damn it.
Amazing, Nina! I can't believe you landed that in just one take.
Consider me blown away. You were perfect from the second we started rolling.
Well, I couldn't have done it without everyone's input. Oh, Mr. Gotti, what did you think?
I can't speak for Lom, but that was everything I envisioned and more! Eureka! I've just come up with a follow-up scene so marvelous, so spectacular, it'll knock your socks off!
Director, please.
More additional photography? Cut us some slack, sir.
Oh, Judith. And you brought Van and Katra.
Hiya, Nina.
Sounds like things are coming along.
I wanted to thank you all again for helping out with today's shoot. Because of you, my first role opposite Judith is on the road to success.
Glad to hear it. But you should give yourself most of the credit.
Agreed. I'm starting to see why everyone was so charmed by your character in Wolves Requiem.
That's very kind of you to say. This is my first time doing a crossover, though, so I'm still a little unsure of myself.
It'll be a challenge, but I've got high hopes for you. Let's see how far we can take this thing.
Right. We'll give them a performance to remember.
Hey, Nina! There's something I wanted to run by you.
Yes, sir. I'll be right there.
Duty calls. We'll catch up later, okay?
Of course. See you on the set.
Man, that girl's got it made. Already a star, but with potential to spare.
It hurts to admit, but you're right. Just when I think I've seen it all, she throws me for another loop. I need to start upping my game before she upstages me.
Ha! Now that's what I like to hear. Seems sharing the spotlight with Nina was just the kick in the pants you needed. Stick to that attitude and you'll get through my special boot camp just fine.
Grammy! Can you quit it with the super stealth already? And besides, with how packed the production schedule is, you'll be way too busy to train me. Right?
Don't hold back on my account. Chances like these don't grow on trees, after all.
All right, I'll do it, okay? Just stop giving me that look.
I think I understand why Judith is so daunted by her.
You can really tell who wears the pants in the family.
You two are those temps they brought in for the shoot earlier, aren't you? What business does a Spriggan have with me? Something tells me you're not looking for acting tips.
Locked already, huh? I reckon it wasn't Judith who filled you in.
You'd be right. I've been wise to the scuttlebutt on you for some time. Now, why don't you share what's on your mind?
I see something sketchy afoot, that's for certain. I've heard talk about this legacy of Almaras, but I can't say the same about them having strangles. In either case, you seem to be left guessing. That's what we were hoping to get your take on. The way you're talking, it sounds like you have already done some poking around for the first one. You have to be real thick to turn the other ways, assuming it actually exists. Almara's legacy has been the subject of much speculation through the underground, Garpevin. It's something of an urban legend at this point, especially now that most of the mafia happened. Rumors say it's a massive pile of mirror or some other grand treasure that was left behind. For a time, everybody and their mother was trying to find that thing. So nowadays it feels like only the occasional gangsters or jagger is still working up over it. But haven't the police made a thorough inquiry into Almara at this point? Just how likely is it that something was overlooked? Good question. Or is that there says everything from shell or company holding to assets squirreled away in foreign countries? Any rational person will tell you there's no way anything of value will be glossed over. And yet, some folks have enough grounds to believe the search is worth keeping. Some folks meaning, all things considering, there is only one real answer. It's gotta be that new weapon manufacturer Zek Arms. As I suspect, something about them moving into that building didn't sit right with me. They must have bought the place in hopes that certain something of Amara remained. Yeah, I remember all that hit those goons that jumped Luca were packing. Those were Zek's Arms model, the kind you can't get on the market. Common sense says that they got a horse in this race. Now that you mention it, I've been noticing a lot of guys in black suits around. It's a reasonable assumption. Regardless of their method, it's clear Zek's Arm is hunting for something that fits in nicely with everything else we know. Looks like the pieces are lining up for you. I wager one of them will provide a lead on tracking that boy's father down too. Lucas Pops knows something about the legacy. Zek Arms won't openly throw that much manpower at him if they weren't sure of that. Then perhaps this calls for a little digging on that front, huh? Zek's Arms started up 6 years ago as I recall. They're headquartered in one of the free cities, but their actual operation and what have you are shrouded in mystery. On the surface, they design and manufacture weapons for marketing themselves as a private military company. But beneath the veneer is a wall-weave of nasty business, from testing illegal armaments to in-incident conflict in war zones. The thing is, nobody has enough evidence to punish them for it, not within the confidence of the law anyway. What are you getting at, Grammy? Well, now look at the time. I really should be taking my leave. And Judith, if I say it once, I say it a million times. As the successor of the Grim Cat name, it's one you to decide what to make of it. That includes what you end up doing with it. Are there floor plans? But whatever you do, don't go making a damn fool of yourself, got it? She's only one hell of a grandma. Talk about having an ace up your sleeve. And exactly the one we needed. Now we can give Zek's Arms the properly inspection they never asked for. The kid went home then? Yeah, while it was still light out. He wanted to hang out around until he heard back from you, but I figured he was better off steering clear. You made the right call. When do you want to leave, Van? The two of us are ready when you are. No rush though, we're still ahead of schedule. No, hold on, you're not planning to go out at this hour, are you? It's chilly this time of year, and the area hasn't been too safe these days. Don't worry about us, it's just a little errand, we won't be long. You sure? Well, if you insist. It's probably best to push this plan back as late as we can. Let's kill some time in the town before heading over to you-know-where. Good thinking, we need to find a thing so hard that it leaves Grammy speechless. Whatever you say, Judith. Anyway, this is our chance to make sure our equipment is in order. Yes, about that. Oh. Hey, just popping in with an update from Marduk support. Further analysis has revealed a new floor. I get a chance. Excuse me. You didn't happen to run into an actor in that inn just now, did you? An actor? Is she talking about Judith? I swear I saw him sneaking in just a minute ago. Aren't you... Oh crap. You know, now that you mention it, I think they were doing some filming over by the harbor during the day. Maybe it's worth checking it over there? Honestly, I'd be pretty surprised if some big name movie star was hauled up in an inn like this. Yeah, I guess you are right, and it's dark out here, so maybe I mistook him for someone else. Sorry for the bother. Yeah, sounds like I wasn't her target. I wonder who she was talking about, and maybe it really was just a case of mistaken identity? Who knows? There is at least one person that comes to mind, though. Oh, sir? Will I bother you for a second? Something's wrong? Well, kind of. You see, we had a young man come by to check into one of our rooms a little while ago. Dad was busy at the time, so I decided to take care of him. The man had this stylish brown hair, and when his sunglasses dipped down a bit, I could see he had these really gorgeous green eyes. Brown hair, green eyes, there's no way it's not him. So what about the guy? He asked for a corner room, one next to a room that was already occupied. He even specified that he would prefer that his neighbor be one without any woman present. So I ended up putting him in the room right next to yours. Those are some pretty specific requests. Yeah, it seemed like he was trying to avoid being seen by anyone, and it struck me as a little suspicious. I thought about asking him what was going on, but I wasn't sure if I should or shouldn't. Nah, if you thought it was suspicious, there is no need to involve yourself further. Was he alone? Yes, he's been shut up in his room ever since he arrived. Got it, I think I'll be good neighbor and check in on him. So, of what you say has me a little concerned. This is his room, right? Hello, anybody there? I'm the guy staying in the room next door. You got a sec to talk? You say you're from the next door? What can I do for ya? The young lady that checked you in told us a little bit about you. Say, it seemed like you had something bothering you. She was pretty concerned. Now, I don't mean to meddle, but I see. I can understand why my behavior will come across as odd. But I'm sorry, I'd really prefer not to bother you with the issue. Well, if you can't talk to a stranger, how about a coworker? Judith? It sounds like whatever's going on is part of why you were late to filming. I see, now I understand why you're here. Let me introduce myself then. My name is Ethan Smith. I'm an actor and I came to Messeldam for filming. However, as you already know, I happened to miss Study's shoot. By the way, Judith mentioned that you took my place during filming. Well, you know how direct Goathead is when he makes a request, there's no getting out of it. I wasn't so much taking your place as I was just filming him for a bit. Not planning a career change anytime soon, that's for sure. Besides, seeing you up close, I think it's fair to say your face is far more suited to big screen than mine. Actually, now that I think about it, I read about you in a magazine article recently. You are one of the hottest upcoming stars of that year. Maybe not too upcoming even today. Well, I don't think you disrupted the schedule as much as you think you did. Mr. Goris say they only need to do a few partial retakes. You think so? By the way, how exactly do you three know each other? I guess the best way to put it is that I was one of Mr. Arkwright's former clients, and I am of his assistants. Putting that aside though, why don't you tell us the reason you didn't show up today? I hear it was because you weren't feeling well, but that wasn't true, was it? Well, you see, it's just... Listen, I get that sometimes there are good reasons for skipping work. But I'm gonna be real disappointed if you keep trying to hide the truth from us, especially with you acting all frighteningly like now. After all said and done, we're colleagues. If you can't trust me, then what does that say about our workship? Alright, I get it, it's just... By the way, here's my car, we do lots of behind the scenes work if you catch my drift. Archive Solution, I didn't know people like you really existed. I think I understand how you met them now. I mean, that's the short of it, but yeah. If you can't go to the police or guild, we are the guys to call. And if that's how you describe your particular problem, we may just be able to help you. I guess if rumors have already spread about my absence, it's only a matter of time. Alright, I'd like you to help me drive off a stalker. A stalker? Hey, keep your voice down. She used to be just another fan. But around the time I started getting popular, she began showering me with letters and gifts. Not only was she sending them to my agency, but she somehow managed to get them sent to my personal address too. Then I started feeling like I was being watched everywhere I went. Sounds like we are already outside the realm of a little celebrity crush then. Me being late today I was having trouble giving her the slip. I'm positive she's followed me to Messeldam. You know, I hear a little about the mental state of stalkers before. When facing rejection from the object of their affections, not only will most people turn inward, they will assume they did something wrong. But with stalkers it's the opposite. They will get angry at the other person for not reacting the way they wanted them to. It's textbook narcissism. If she's already that far gone, maybe it would be better to get the police or the guild involved after all. Well, I consider it, but it's not like she's trying to kill me or anything. And I don't want this to go to the police either, it will end up driving my fans away. But I can't afford to keep holding up production because of this. I just need a way of sort this out amicably. I think this stalker of yours may benefit from a consequence or two personally, but if that's what you want. Anyway, are you going to take Casey's case, man? Alright, we'll do it. So any idea what this stalker looks like? No, I'm not sure. I've never really seen her up close before. All I know is that she's a woman. I assume that's because she's trying to be stealthy, but although Ethan himself hasn't seen her, it's entirely possible someone else has. Like someone on the film crew, for instance. Should we start with them? Good idea, let's go see what they have to say. I think the crew doing some treat down work by the movie theater right now. Oh, by the way, has your manager tried doing anything about this? She's actually outside the inn right now, trying to keep an eye out. Not that she knows what the stalker looks like either. Oh, and I did have one other request for you. I like to keep this private. Don't worry about that. It's not exactly our first trip around the block. That's good to hear. Anyway, I'm sorry for all the trouble, but I really appreciate you doing this for me.
Let's get this party started!
Switching to maintenance mode. Skills updated.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Ah, suspicious looking woman, huh? Don't I think I see anyone like that around, have you? Nope, I was too focused on packing up. Guess I wasn't really paying attention to my surrounding either. Maybe she didn't come this way? Or maybe my assumption was off. Sorry, we couldn't be more help. Have you tried asking inside the movie theater? Couldn't hurt to try. Good point, I guess it's worth a shot. Thanks for your help. Boom. Okay.
Let me ask you something.
A suspicious looking woman, No, I don't believe I've seen anyone like that. Several women have come up to the ticket counter, but they all seem rather normal to me. And no one's been asking around about someone in the lobby or anything? I don't believe so. They would have stood out to me otherwise. Alright, thank you. Then I guess she didn't come into the theater either. Looks like we still don't have any leads. I have Theo and Zeros running in reconnaissance mode, but they also haven't picked up any clues. Hello? What's up, Ethan? I got good news. My manager says she managed to get a picture of the stalker. I'll have her bring it over to you right now. Hope it helps. Sounds like just the lead we have been looking for. Hello? You're the Spriggan, right? Ethan told me all about you. I'm his manager. I really can't thank you enough for your help. Well, we got nothing to show for it yet, so you may wanna save your thanks for later. Ethan said you have a picture of the stalker. Would you mind sharing it with us? Yes, I was just barely able to get a shot of her. Take a look. She seems really normal. Maybe even a little upright. Doesn't really strike me as a stalker type. I didn't think so either, but appearances can always be misleading. There's no doubt about that she's the one that's been following Ethan around. Now I'll be heading back to the inn to check on him. Please keep us informed of anything else you find. Of course, we always see a job through the end. She seems to take care of her job pretty seriously. I'm sure the situation must be awfully stressful though. Anyways, looks like the picture was taken outdoors. Let's check around outside the theater. Wait a second, can I...
Welcome. Thank you for your visit today. showing on screen 2
Wait.
will soon begin.
Delayed injustice.
Please silence your phones and enjoy the film.
I'm doing a quest. I'm like, let
Welcome.
me watch a movie.
Robin, the Lady Justice.
Because Robin's a rookie lawyer with a boring sense of justice is embarking a case regarding the attempted murder of a homeless man. The defendant is a high school student named Eric, who is arrested on suspicion of assaulting the man with a steel pipe. He professes his innocence, however, claiming he was knocked unconscious when he stumbled upon the scene of the crime. Eric also testified that he clearly remembered the face of his assailant. His name is Virgil, who just so happens to be a major witness for the prosecution and an heir to a large local business. The rumors mill paint Virgil as a man with a violent streak, but he has thus far eluded the eye of the law due to his father's influences. In this case, his father applies pressure on the local authority, the prosecutor's office, to give Virgil testimony presented in court. He also throws his weight around with other parties involved, including the law firm Robin works for, though this does little to deter her. Unwilling to let this mockery of justice go on my further, she makes her final stand in the courtroom.
As you can see, my client wasn't captured on the security cameras until after Virgil had arrived at the scene of the crime. Therefore, I'm calling the veracity of Virgil's statement into question. I don't believe he arrived in the nick of time to stop the attack. Furthermore, his claim about prying the pipe out of my client's hand strikes me as odd, considering his fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the weapon. In light of these contradictions, I think we can safely conclude Virgil's testimony is a sham.
Don't just sit there, Father. Do something! Stop her from spewing this nonsense!
I never thought such vital evidence would come out in the final hearing! Objection! This is clearly a stall tactic on the part of the defense. It's time we brought this farce of a trial to an...
Objection overruled. This evidence sheds new light on the case. The trial will proceed. I do not want to leave even a single stone unturned. Not at this juncture.
That filthy little lawyer's ruining everything. Damn her!
Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. You believed in me, even when no one else would. But if this all goes south, won't you be in danger?
I'll be all right. Trust me. I'm not backing down until we get that not guilty verdict. People with power and wealth are not above the law. I swear on my badge, I will not allow them to taint our legal system.
You do you, Juliet? Damn it. You're gonna have a part 2, right? Watching that makes me remember how stressed I was during filming. I had to reread the script over and over again. There was so much legal jargon and some of those lines were really hard. It took a lot of practice to get them down pat. Yeah, I get it. Even if that lawyer character was wet behind the ears, she'd still be comfortable using that vernacular. I did interview with a real lawyer and went to see some live trials in order to prepare for the role. It was really educational and pretty fun to boot. Hey, all that effort showed in your performance. You looked right at home in that role. You can even see it in your expression on the poster. You got this dignified, serious look on your face, like nothing's gonna sway you from your path. Knowing who you actually are in real life, the difference is plain as day. Oh, thanks. That's nice of you to say. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I even don't know if I'm being poor right now, but whatever. Wait.
No reason to go that way.
Ah, never mind. Then it's see.
Got a question for you.
Hey, have you seen this woman by any chance? You know, actually, I think I saw someone like her on my delivery route earlier. He really runs. We crossed paths on the stairs going down to the park nearby. So the park is it. Let's go take a look. I'm not totally sure if it was her though. It was pretty dark, so I had trouble making out what she looked like. No worries, you've been a big help. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Hope you find her.
Let me ask you something.
Oh, that lady. Yeah, I've seen her. She was hard to miss. The way she kept turning around and looking all over the place, it was like she was lost or something. Do you have any idea which way she went? Just down those stairs over there. Was she headed for the back street? Not really that safest place for a woman by herself. She wasn't alone actually, there was another lady with her. Strictly speaking, it looked like to me like the second lady was tailing the first one. She headed down the stairs too. I guess Ethan's manager finally caught up with her. Thanks for the info. Thank you. Let's hurry before she gets away. Why it is zeros? Vital signs detected. Vital signs? Huh? Hey, this is the woman in the picture. Wait a minute, what gift? If she's the one we are after, then... Looks like somebody got the drop on her. Are you alright? Yes, I think I'm starting to feel a bit more clear-headed. Sorry to do this while you're still recovering, but we're gonna need to ask you a few questions. You're Ethan's real manager, right? Spill the ticker. No, that's alright. The picture you show us is proof enough. I see now. The Stalker secretly took the picture of Ethan's manager on the right, which means the girl we met in the theater lobby was the real Stalker. She originally approached me by saying she wanted to talk about Ethan. I tried to shake her off by weaving her through the back street, but we got into a fight and... Bad news, I can get in touch with Ethan. We need to head back into the inn. I'm coming too. Also, I've been bugging me, but what exactly are you doing here, Judith? There's no time for that right now. We'll be explaining later. Ethan. I know Stalkers aren't exactly rare in our line of work, but I never expected her to be this far. We'd better hurry up and find them. There's no telling what she will do next. Yeah, if we just find some kind of lead on which direction they went. Hey, what's with the stain on the floor? Oh, that she stomped on my foot when we were fighting earlier. On the foot? Wait, that's it. We just need to read the pattern left from the sole of her shoe. Good idea, then we can use a sharp search to track her. You can do that? Footprints are very specific. They reveal a lot about a personal style, their gender, even the way they walk. Let's have Theo take a sample of the print. Sorry, it will only take a second. Oh, sure, of course. Analysis complete. Adding visual representation to chart, searching, imaging. That should do it. We should be able to see where her footprints lead now. Then all that's left is to follow her tracks. Leave the rest to us. We can't risk taking you into... No, I want to go to. My agency problems are my responsibility. Well, you got guts, that's for sure. Alright, let's go.
Such peculiar readings. Maybe do a short search.
I'm like short. Oh, the thing that talk. Ethan, wait, do not antagonize her. Look, just back away from him and we won't have to get the police involved. Our client doesn't want that anyway. Surely you are not willing to throw your life away for one man, are you? What do you know? I believe in him. But then he just threw me away like garbage. At least if we both die here, we'll be together. Oh my god. Threw you away? Wait a minute, wasn't she just a fan? That's... Don't listen to her, she's completely flipped her lead. Just hurry up and get me out of here. Actually, I think we should hear her, what else she has to say. You may have made the request, but I'm the one who gets to decide how it's carried out. I was a fan at the start anyway. But he seemed to shine so bright I ended up falling for him, and then I wanted more. I sent my contact info in one of my fan letters. I even tried to get his attention at one of the events he was at. He finally started to recognize me. We even had dinner together one time. Please stop talking. Ethan told me he loved me. He told me I was important to him. To hear him say those words, it made me feel so warm inside. But eventually he didn't want to see me anymore. He won't even answer my calls. That's not what happened. None of that ever happened. I don't even remember your name. I didn't mean that. So what did you mean, Ethan? That you took advantage of a fan? This is a lot different from what you told us at the start. And so what if I did? Wait, what? I'm a young single guy, why shouldn't I be allowed to have some fun once in a while? Ever since I got popular, I've been so busy all the time, I just wanted someone to take my mind off work for a while. And you got to play romance with a celebrity, don't act like you didn't get anything out of all this. I can't believe you. And you're ready to commit murder over this dumpster fire? That's ridiculous. You don't need to keep little this guy hurt you any more than he already was. So please just put the knife down. I can't, don't you see? I've done so much for him, there's no going back now. Stop, don't come close anymore. How should I do this? Catch her off guard, suggest she leak her story. Let fate decide. Okay. Let me get this straight. Per se, he knew at the end of the day knows her. They went to date, and then he got her, and that's it. And now she's like that. They didn't like how you put it. They didn't like say like other things, you know. Catch her off guard. Suggest she leaks her story. Let fate decide. No. Got it. Few zeros. Thank you too. You are going to have to deal with the consequence of your actions, but I can definitely empathize with the pain he put through you. And the very least, I hope you'll heal someday. Yeah, yeah. Well, that was a real shocking way to end things. Wish you had told me earlier that you had something like that up your sleeve. Sorry for all the trouble, but I guess everything turned out for the... Oh. It seems I've been far too lenient with you recently. How dare you pull something like this behind my back? Not only did you bluntly lie to a fan, but you abused your fame for your own benefit. Don't you think for a moment I will turn a blind eye to this? Okay, let's see. Wait, I don't know about fame, so since he knew that with his fame he was able to control, but she liked it. Okay, he's famous. Find out a beautiful girl likes him. Take it her to the hunt. I don't know what else. Chuku chuku chak chak. And then goes her. Okay, now let's see. He's not famous and the same thing happens. But at the end of the day, she was the one that made him see her, so... Yeah. Don't ghost? I mean, to be honest, don't ghost. I mean, if you don't want to talk to somebody at the end of the day, at the end of date, so at the end of chuku chuku chak chak. Don't do chuku chuku chak chak if you don't want that person at the end of the day. Don't do it. Please, don't do it. Thing is that, don't just be like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Why? I really don't. I'm really just for real. I explain the situation. That's it. And like, no, just have a conversation. The pain you're feeling now is just a fraction of the anger that all women, her included, feel toward creeps like you. I mean, they needed to detail more about what happened, but she got a freaking knife. I mean, I would have defended her if they clear like the story and that he like, but at the end of the day, she was like, oh, at the end, he didn't want me, you know. I was waiting. It's not that I was waiting for a word, specific word. It's not like I wish it that, no. But if that would have happened, then I will be like, oh, I'm against him. So right now I'm like, Ethan, you're a dumb person. Hit him. Yeah. If he was a normal person, okay, his fame, okay, but she was the one stalking him. I don't know. And thank you for your help in taking care of his request. Seems like he will get a pretty stiff punishment for this, his action at least. Please accept my apologies for all the headache he's caused. Not just for this, but for filming too. You have no reason to apologize. I'm just sorry you are left to deal with it. You have no reason to apologize. I'm sorry, okay? In one way or another, I think some good will come of this. He broke his contract with the agency by pulling this little stunt, and I will make sure he pays the prices for it. But as far as his stalker goes, I plan to settle things with her out of court. I see. I hope everything works out. Well, I better get going. I still have to accommodate the two of them to the police station. What's going on to happen with the rest of the filming though? Will everything be okay? I imagine they will keep him on for the rest of the shoot. We are pretty far in the production after all. But I'm sure there won't be any objection to be working some anger into my performance from now on. Man, this has been one hell of a night. Well,
That's all, folks.
Mira deposit confirmed.
he will also get his thing. So we got another quest, right? Okay.
The ocean seems kind of eerie at night, don't you think?
Probably was much worse when Almada was still kicking.
You must be the guy we are all looking for. Archive Solution, we are here about the request you posted. Well, if it isn't the Spriggan, thanks for coming. Alright, let's step to it. Why don't you start by giving us some more info about your request? Your note said you wanted us to catch somebody who's been spray painting your boats? That's right, it's turning into a real problem. You see, I run a number of different businesses and we use my ship for foreign trade. But just take a look at this one. That sure is something, kinda impressive honestly. They did it so quickly too. One of my employees stepped away for just a moment, then there it was. Artistically speaking, it's very well done. Yeah, but I guess why would you want a skull mark on a foreign trade vessels? Sounds like somebody was trying to grief you. I don't mean for this to sound accusatory, but it is impossible you have wronged someone recently? No, I don't believe I have. Not that everything's smoothly sailing all the time, but things have been pretty established, Messeldam, for a while now. However, I have heard a few rumors recently. Apparently, this exact style of graffiti has become quite a common sign in the area, even in public spaces. I suspect that whoever responsible for those is also the one who did this to my ship. Huh, now that you mention it, I guess we did see some graffitis around town earlier. Still, if it's really that big of an issue, why haven't you taken this to the police yet? Right, it seems a bit odd to reach out to a Spriggan for help. Given the nature of the image, the culprit could easily be held on charges of both property damage and slander. I suppose that's a fair question. But if something like this were enough to rile me up, I'd never be able to do business in Misseldan. The thing is, even with Almada out of town, crime is still pretty high around here. Getting the law involved is a good way to build grudges. By going to a Spriggan, I'm trying to prevent any further relation. Is it really that dangerous around here? I guess you can never be too careful about your livelihood. I agree, if I haven't heard about Archive Solution, I've been in a world of trouble right now. Anyway, given the situation, if you find the suspect, I'd like to let them off with a simple reprimand. That is, if they agree to help clean the art of my ship. What do you say? Do you think you can help me? Well, it does sound like our kind of job. Still, I'm not too sure about this one, but should we just go ahead and accept it anyway? Why we're not sure accept that? Alright, it's a deal. We'll take your case. Thank you so much. I'm in your debt. Oh, and just so you know, the rumors didn't specify anything about what the artist looks like. That being said, I believe I've heard they work almost exclusively at night. Are using the darkness to stay hidden, huh? Makes sense. Sounds like now is a good time as any to start investigating then. Yeah, let's head to the back street first. If somebody's leaking around at night, we'll probably find them here. I suppose it is where we are most likely to find the next lead. Well, look at the time. I have some work I need to attend to, so I'll leave you all to it for now. Would you mind giving me a call if you find anything? Feel free to ring me whenever. Will do.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Imagine if there were quests that you should not be doing. Okay, wait. I need to... okay, good. I'm like, wait a second.
Boy, wanna have a little fun?
Sure looks a lot like the art we saw on that ship. Let's ask these guys about it. Hey, you got a minute? We have a few questions about that piece over there. Ah, haven't seen you around here before. Sure you guys like it too, huh? I've been thinking about it ever since we spotted it earlier. It's incredible. Was this done with spray paint? I doubt a public wall is the best place to be doubling though. What did you just say? Look, it's not just doodling, alright? It's graffiti. Oh, sorry. It's alright, Quatra. Graffiti is still kind of an on the right thing. I hear about it before, but this is my first time seeing a piece so up close and personal. Yeah, it's pretty avant-garde-y. You guys really seem to know your stuff. Can't you just feel the heat pouring off this thing, the subtle messaging when the world's trying to rein you in? You gotta break yourself out. I thought this was about causing a havoc on wrecking shit. What? Man, this is exactly why I don't associate with uncultured loser like you. What you have said to me? You're cruising for a bruising bell. Hey, hold on guys, to each other own, alright? So, I'm guessing you two didn't make this? No, the real artist actually painted right over a piece of our own. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a whatever, just something that happens around there. Only so many places in town that will let us do art on their walls anyway. It's kind of like a turf battle but for artists. Of course, if somebody paints over our stuff with something lame, we probably just beat their ass. But when it's this good, well, we just gotta deal with it. Yeah, you know, I kind of like their attitude. With lots of little unspoken rules like that, that's just how we roll around here. But this newbie doesn't seem to have figured that out yet. Newbie. Like I was saying before, there's a place where graffiti is allowed and a place where it ain't. See, a long time ago there was this group of punks that liked to paint wherever they wanted, but then they got sued by the tourist department. That's why we have a rule to only graffiti in places where it's not gonna cause problems. This newbie doesn't seem to care though. They are spray painting people's homes and everything, even the ones on the main street. This sounds like it could be our culprit. Yeah, the description a perfect match with the rumors. What are you talking about? Sorry, don't mind them. We're looking for someone that's been doing some graffitis around town. Any idea where we can find this newbie you were talking about? Nah, never even met them ourselves. Not sure if they are just super stealthy or what. What we do know is that they are apparently pretty young. Now that you mention it, I did see some new graffiti over at the park when I last came through. Looks pretty fresh. Maybe you guys may wanna try it over there. That's a pretty good lead, thanks guys. That's part just up the stairs here, right? Let's go check it out.
Hey, big boy.
I'm coming back.
Wanna have a little fun?
Gotta have the mirror if you want the good stuff.
Nothing? Hey, he was right. The ink's not even dry yet. They must have just been here. This one's just as impressive as the last. Yeah, you can really tell they have a gift for art. I guess some people are just drawn to these kind of things. It kind of feels like there's this longing to be free. Honestly, if you're showing this to an appreciate, I bet they tell you it was worth a lot of money. You can put a price on a wall? I never even considered it. Wait, if that's true, don't you think that art could increase the value of Wilmer's bow then? I mean, assuming the culprit really is the newbie they were talking about. Yeah, it's possible. You know, from how our client was talking, it sounded like he'd been in Meseldon for a long time. Given its reputation for culture, what with all the commerce, sightseeing, movies and ballet, it seemed like of odd that he won't know about the graffiti scene or how valuable it could be. Maybe he's just not into art. I mean, it probably just looks like ascribe it to someone. Besides, I'm sure having a skull painted on the side of your travel vessel isn't very good for business. Yeah, I guess you have got a point there. Looks like somebody's coming this way. Let's hide. If we are lucky, this may just be our little artist friend. Hide? Where exactly? Oh, let's try those stairs over there. What the young lady girl doing out here at this hour, and all by herself? Seems like she's interested in that painting of graffiti. Those punks really freaked me out earlier. Think I'm the clear for now though. Just gotta add a bit more shading here and... perfect. Am I even wasting all my time on this? Must be stupid or something. Well, at least it helped me get all that pent up energy out of my system. Looks like she's getting ready to leave. It seems like she's pretty good at avoiding people. My guess is she will take off if we are trying to approach her now. Let's wait for her to get wherever she's going. We'll try to are we going to hide? Walk hiding? Really? Why? Well, wait, are we always having this quest? Why? What's the point of having the... oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's a weird type of quests. No, it's weird. It was cool the first time, but now it's kind of like... I guess normally... oh my god. Normally it will be like we appear in the scene of the person where they were going, but now it's kind of like manually following the person. Hey there. Cold one out tonight, isn't it? Who the heck are you guys? Archive Solution. We are what you may call fixers. There's a job we're on right now, and we are kind of on lookout for somebody. Listen, all we ask is that you hear us out. If you don't like what we have to say, we just tell our client we can't find them. But we're gonna need you to be honest with us. Let's start with the most precise question. You're the one that did the graffiti in the park, right? You won't be asking if you haven't seen me. Yeah, I did it. What's it to you? Alright, let's move to the question number 2 then. Did you graffiti a school onto a ship in the harbor recently? Yeah, I think I did that one earlier this evening. The ship was so big, it's like it was made to be a canvas. You seem pretty proud of it. Sounds like we got our culprit alright. The guy who owns that boat is looking for the person who's taken to decorating it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to come with us. Whatever, he just wants me to clean it off, right? Pretty funny that he sent Fixer after me or something so small. Don't you think you should be a little bit more remorseful, young lady? You're lucky he wants to resolve things peacefully. He could have called the police, you know? When you make a mess for somebody else, you gotta apologize for it. Yeah. I thought I'd try and make a break for it, but it's not like I just make things worse. What a pain. By the way, what's your name? We like to let your parents know what's going on. The name's Kisara, and I ain't got any They always don't have parents. Oh, I didn't mean to. And since you will probably ask, I ain't got a home neither. I'm a stowaway from Northumbria, only landed in Mistledam a few weeks ago. What? A stowaway? Makes sense, Northumbria was in a pretty sorry state after the whole salt pail incident. But ever since they declared independence from the Empire, support for their rebuilding effort has been on the rise. That's what I fear too. It seemed like an odd time to throw away though. Oh sure, everybody else was in a good spirit, was as nice to get a fresh start. But I couldn't stand it, everything felt so suffocated. My dad died when I was young, and for a long time it was just me and my mom. But then 5 years ago she had a rare disease and it was getting worse. There wasn't much the doctor could do, so they just put her on bed rest. But that's when the North War happened and the Empire invaded Northumbria. Yeah, if I remember correctly, they even declared it a province of the Empire. That's right, and for better or worse, they started reconstruction of Northumbria under their rule. After the war, a lot happened, we declared independence and life got easier for lots of people. And everyone who needed a doctor could finally get one. Because of our reconstruction went on, Mom kept getting worse and worse. The doctor said it was because she didn't get the treatment she needed from the start. And then at the end of last year I'm so sorry, we didn't mean to make you go through all that again. I don't need your pity. My mom always talked about wanting to live overseas someday. I think Calvar was the place she wanted to visit the most. She used to go on and on about all the legends you guys have here, like Grimcat and stuff, say it sounded like an interesting place. Oh, did she? So I figured now that I was on my way on, that what better place to go? But all these people here goes it's so good kinda ticks me mean off. Anyway, once I learned about graffiti, I just started doing it to pass the time. Nothing more to it than that, really. And now here you are. It is your story or mine? Whatever, it's fine. Let's just go talk to that ship guy so we can get this over with. Sounds to me like there's a little more going on here than just some graffiti. Let's deal with the request before we cross that bridge. Sounds good to me. I'll get in touch with our client. Okay, Northumbria. But let's see the whole story. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting a little girl to be the culprit. I don't care if it's graffiti or whatever you call it, but you can't just go around drawing on other people's property. Hey, aren't you gonna apologize? Sorry, I painted on your boat. Apologize accepted. Now, as long as you agree to help us paint over the drawing, we'll consider the matter settled. I'm glad that was the end of it. And for the rest of you, have my sincere thanks. I'll have to walk her through the repair process, so I'm afraid it's goodbye for now. Again, thanks for your help. It's not gonna be easy, but make sure you do a good job, alright? Hey, don't go getting all touchy, you creep. Well then, with that, let me show you Oh no, I don't like this. I don't like this. Hey, where are we going? I thought we were headed to the boat. You didn't really believe that, did you? I assume that means you don't understand the gravity of your actions then. Allow me to explain. You see, the material used to coat the outer shell of my ship is of incredible high quality. Your worthless graffiti has damaged it irreparably. I will have to pay roughly that mirror to see it repaired. Did you really think something like that could simply be painted over? How will I know? You stupid. Shut up. Learn how to speak to you betters, you damn punk. My apologies. Now, how do I get you to pay for this mess? Oh, I know, you can work for my company. Huh? Yes, that's an excellent idea. You can be our exclusive in-house artist. You know, I actually have a few contacts in the art world as well. I'm sure they'd be more than willing to pay for your work. Ah yes, what an ambiguous solution. So what do you say? Well, I need an answer. Alright, I'll do it. Then we have a deal. Pleasure doing business. Of course, things turn out like this. I always get the shortest end of the stick. These people, that goddess that just tossed me aside, I hate them all. Now let me take you to the room I prepared for you. Don't worry, you will be guaranteed food, clothes and shelter. You will never need to take a step out of my sight for the... Sorry, but I don't think I'll be letting this one slide, Wilmer. The Spriggan, as much as I appreciate your help from earlier, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave. Trespassing is not an act I take lightly. I think we'll be staying right here actually, especially after what we hear through the book I placed on Kisara. You placed a bug on me? Is that why you patted me on the back? Did you know? And I assume you have a reason for going to such length. Sure? Do. See, when we first approached you about your request, you were talking like you'd been in Messeldom for a while. And if that's true, there's no way you won't have already noticed. Kisara art is crazy good, so good in fact that if someone were to sell it, they'd not able to make sure deal of Mira. Huh? Plus you were pretty quick to declare that the recent outbreak of graffiti and the art of your boat were done by the same person. That's because you have a keen eye for artists. While I appreciate the compliment, I think you may be overstanding things. Did I not say the graffiti is all scribbled to me? We heard what you say about having your contacts in the art world by Kisara's work. I'm afraid there's no coming back from such a contradiction. Just admit it, Wilmer. This entire time, your goal has been to find some unknown uber-talented graffiti artist. I used her as your personal cash cow, wasn't it? And that's not even to mention that lie about the damage being of that amount of Mira. That's just what Kisara art will sell for. I'm only connecting the dots because Vance said something to me earlier, but... While Wilmers comes up as suggested target in my Phantom Thief files in the past, which means now's my chance. I can't believe it took me so long to notice. So what? We already agreed to settle things with her approval. The way I see it, you have no right to complain. She only agreed because you treated her. If you're thinking of reporting me to the police, I will reconsider. After all, doing so will likely place the blame squarely on your own shoulders. I mean, think about it, you illegally barged into my warehouse, assaulted me, and even attempt to steal all my valuables. You think they would believe something like that? Well, you say it yourself, I've been in business in Messeldown for quite some time. I got a recent amount of swabbing around here, enough to cover up any mistakes even. Now it's high time you meddles saw your way out, I think. Don't you agree? What are you doing, Van? We can't just let him go. Well, looks like we speak pushing, none of our normal methods are gonna work here. Let's say I'm not exactly keen of letting scheming old men get their way. Guess the only thing we can do now is leave it in her hands. Hair. What was that? A card. It can be. Haha! If I will have in the darkness, then my justice will be a shining light. Grim Cat at your service. I come to take a special treasure from a certain villain. Grim Cat, isn't she just some silly legend? And what do you mean a special treasure? Are you talking about this girl? You're delusional. If you think... Okay, never mind, I'll lose to you. What? Recovery successful. When did you... Could it really be... Hold on, what exactly is happening here? Don't worry, you can leave the rest to me. Not too shabby. So that's who he was talking about. Listen up, from this moment on this child is mine. You try to take my things and you better be prepared for retribution. I will steal your entire fortune and spread it across all of Messeldown. Don't you think you can intimidate me with your buffling? Wanna try me? For starters, how about I take all the mirror you have piled up from not paying your taxes? Then I think I'll take your secret account book and parade it around town. It's hidden behind a door that can only be opened on a single key, right? One that's on you at all times. How could you possibly know that? Are you truly a phantom thief? Seems you still don't understand the position you're in. I take it that means your status and ill-gotten gains mean less to you than I thought? No, please wait. You win, I just have to pull back from the girl, right? How half-hearted can you get? Say it with your chest or not at all? Damn it, alright, I swear I'll leave her alone. I'll never interact with the kid ever again. Are you happy now, thief? You act too big for your preacher, but fine, I suppose I'll accept it. Pray we never run into each other again, criminal, and thus I bid adieu. Damn it! How did that grim cat end up finding her away here? Everything was going so well. Well, that ends of that. We can just leave this guy here. Let's get going. Yeah, right behind you. I thought my heart was gonna explode back there. I never thought I'd actually get to meet Grimcar though, and she even saved me. Yeah, it's a miracle she managed to show up, right, Judith? Come on, no need to act all slooky about things. I won't be acting so slooky if someone didn't wait until the last second to give me the signal. You guys didn't happen to see where she ran off? She brought me outside, did you? She told me to wait for you all to show up. Are you friends of her or something? Huh? Oh no, not that'd be crazy. Let's just say we bumped into her. Let's just say we bumped it into her a few times. Oh well, yeah, guess that makes sense. Anyway, I wanted to thank you all for coming to rescue me, I mean. I still can't believe that old guy was such a creep though. And I screamed like such a little girl too. Hey, there's nothing to worry about. I mean, I was pretty freaked out myself. Let's just be glad that everything worked out in the end. Oh, I almost forgot. Green Cat gave me a message to pass along. What did she say? Shay, I may have told him that you were mine, but the truth is you're free now. That's a little sad to hear. You think so? Why's that? Don't worry, it's alright. She's done more than enough for me already. I'm sure how to put it, but I guess the world is in such a bad place after all. I wish I knew how to thank her for saving me. Maybe I'll try giving some more thought to my future. I kind of been doing whatever I felt like since coming to Messelban, but it may just be time for a change. Not like a good plan to me anyway. And if there's anything we can do while we are in the area, just give us a holler and give some pretty good discount to our success stories, you know? Can't let the act down for a minute, can you, Van? Thanks, I appreciate it.
That's one job behind us.
Reward deposited.
Thank you. Why did I got chaos? Okay, let's see here. Time for me to do my rounds and then we go to that point. There was just one? I saw one.